Hello guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about could Brie Larson be in Star Wars? And to be honest, that could happen. Would I like it? I don't know. And this is why. Because she comes off as really arrogant. And yeah, she lied about not having stunt doubles on Endgame, or Captain Marvel. And because she was trying to be cool, show off in front of Chris Hemsworth. But then later on, it was discovered that she lied about that. And at the last Oscar Awards, when she got Best Fighting Scene, she acknowledged that she had stunt doubles, which I don't know if how that all turned out, like what she said exactly, because I did not feel like watching that clip, because I really don't like how Brie Larson portrays herself. Like, it's not only the arrogance, and I can get past the whole her lying thing if she decides to straighten up. She was saying that Captain Marvel was the first female-led superhero for the Brave Blower, when there was Elektra, when there was Catwoman, when there was Wonder Woman. If anything, you can say, if you include Captain Marvel, if you want to say anything, you can say that Wonder Woman broke the ice the most because Wonder Woman was I feel like Wonder Woman was the most well-received movie by fans in the DCEU. And that broke more walls than Captain Marvel potentially ever did. And if it wasn't for my father taking me to see Captain Marvel, wanting to see Captain Marvel, I probably would not have seen it. The movie, I mean. Because Brie Larson, with how arrogant she is, at least she comes across, is a turn off for me. It made me not want to see Captain Marvel. And it's not because, and I know I'm going to be called a sexist for this, but it's not because she is a girl. Because I know multiple girls in my own life that wants to be an actor or actress, and I can see a lot of them succeeding because some of them don't have the determination to go out and actually work at, hopefully make their dream come true. But those who shows the determination, I can see them being successful actors. And to be honest, I would go see them in movies. And if I do go see them in movies, it's not because they're girls. It's because, one, they're my friend, and I want to support my friends. And two, hopefully the trailers will sell me as well, to get me pumped as well, so make me generally want to see it outside of the fact that one of my friends are in it. Now, Supergirl. I know this is kind of like sketchy stuff, and I agree. I'll acknowledge if you guys feel different. Respectfully acknowledge. I like Supergirl. I like where they're going with Supergirl. Some people are saying, oh, they are putting some SJW mumbo jumbo in there. Maybe. But I can see overall that they're trying to go for like good storytelling more than putting their political crap in. that show. Well, and Supergirl, in my opinion, is a strong character. In my opinion. Now, Batwoman. I liked what they did with her in the Arrowverse crossover. I even mentioned this a few times in my old videos, mainly concerning the Batwoman trailers. But the way the Batwoman trailers looks, that show looks boring from how the trailers look. But I will see like at least the first few episodes at the very least. Give the show a chance, especially since I'm a big fan of the Arrowverse, of what it has done with Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. Yes, there has been some cheesy parts in that little TV universe, but I enjoy what they did so far, and hopefully the show is much better than the trailers, and I'm talking about Batwoman. So, getting back to the topic, Brie Larson. Oh, and guess what? I liked what they did with Batwoman in the Arrowverse crossover Elseworld, and guess what? She's a woman. I'm also wearing a Legend of Korra shirt. This in the middle is supposed to be Korra from Legend of Korra. Waterbending, firebending. I love this show. And guess what? The main character is a female. So you guys, and I'm a fan of Black Widow, which, if you want to say, she's technically like the first superhero to make a debut in the MCU. I mean, yeah, you can argue Peggy Carter might have been. I forgot when exactly. If Captain America, the first Avenger came out before Iron Man 2, but Black Widow was the first Avenger to be on the big screen, because especially since Captain Marvel wasn't made, probably wasn't thought about, but wasn't made at the time. So, drawing a blank on the actress's name who plays Black Widow. I know her name, Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson made more wall breaking than Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, because she was the first Marvel hero to be in, or superhero to be in the MCU. Jessica Alba can't say made more breaking wall things, because as far as I'm aware, she is the first one to have a strong female lead in the Marvel-based comic movie in a team. But and so Brie Larson acting like, oh, I'm going to make breaking walls with Captain Marvel being the first strong female lead in a superhero movie as well. Plus, let's go with Wizard of Oz. To my knowledge, that's the first movie that came out of black and white and into the color world. Like in terms of, you know how those movies back in the day, when movies first came out, the picture setting was just black and white, and then later on, it's color like we see today. Guess what? Wizard of Oz. That story was about a girl pretty much discovering herself in this strange new world, also wanting to get back to her own world or place. And I feel like that was a strong female lead. Judy Garland, which I think that's her name, who plays Dorothy, she presented Dorothy really well. I liked her in that movie. they barely say broke more ground than Brie Larson did with Captain Marvel. And to be honest, Captain Marvel didn't really do anything for me in Endgame. Because, spoiler alert, Captain Marvel was only there in Endgame for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes of 3 hours. I think it was more like 20 minutes, so she was barely in the movie. And the only thing that she really did that was effective in the movie, again, spoiler alert to Endgame, is that she brought Tony Stark to Earth. If you've seen the end of Endgame, then you know that both Iron Man and Nebula was in space, and she, Captain Marvel, brought both of them to Earth. She didn't really have a big role, so watching Captain Marvel didn't really do anything in terms of the plot for Endgame. And so and the reason why this is such a hot topic is because she apparently took a really badass picture, like this, pretty much. Okay. So you taking a picture of yourself as a Jedi automatically makes you qualified to be in Star Wars? I mean, if that's the case, then by all rights, I should be qualified to be in Star Wars with me going to C2E2, dressing up as a Jedi, and I even posted some slideshows of the past few years of me going to C2E2, and I was a Jedi. Thankfully, this year I was able to bring this because last year my brother didn't let me bring this lightsaber, so out of respect, I listened to him. But this year he let me bring it, so and it lights up, and I brought it. That's besides the point. My point is, you think since I dressed up as a Jedi, as C2E2, and as a Jedi to The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, that I should be in Star Wars? I mean, let's be real. It would be. I would love to be in Star Wars. I don't exactly agree with all the steps they have taken Star Wars in. I mean, Lucasfilms. But the Star Wars nerd in me would love to be in Star Wars. But I honestly don't think I'm qualified to be in Star Wars because I dressed up as a Jedi several times in my life, to C2E2 multiple times, which is a comic book, which is some sort of convention, to 2 Star Wars movies, and for Halloween, and the May the 4th be with you. That doesn't make me qualified to be as a Jedi, as a person in Star Wars, just because I dressed up as a Jedi. I mean, if that's the case, then that'll be really cool. Then I already, did my application. I dressed as a Jedi. I had a proof on the internet. I automatically qualify as a Jedi, right? By that logic. I mean, and if you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic. I was being sarcastic. But let's be real. Like I said, the Star Wars fan in me would love to be in Star Wars. But at the same token, I seriously don't believe me cosplaying as a character in Star Wars qualifies me to be in Star Wars. Yes, I have a lot of knowledge of Star Wars. I am even a nerd. The Bounty Hunter Code. The Imperial Handbook, based off talking about the Empire. Talking about the Bounty Hunters. The Rebel Files. Talking about the Rebel Alliance in the original trilogy. The Book of Sith. talks about the Sith, the Jedi's path, talks about the Jedi. It gets you learn how to be a Jedi in this book and in the Mysteries of the Jedi. And I even have lightsabers as well. And when I got this lightsaber, I could immediately tell this was Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. So, does my knowledge of Star Wars qualify me to be in Star Wars? Debatable. But I still don't think I'll be qualified to be in Star Wars because I cosplayed as a Jedi. I will have to have what it takes in terms of the acting chops to be in Star Wars, as well as my knowledge in Star Wars. Because me having a lot of knowledge in Star Wars, I feel like I can apply that to my acting chops. And voila. See, but Brie Larson being in Star Wars, unless if she shows changes for the better, I do not want her in Star Wars. And I'm sorry guys, for those of you who says, well, she should be in Star Wars because she dressed up as a Jedi, as a badass picture. Well, then, with all due respect, you guys are gravely mistaken, because taking a picture doesn't make you qualified to be in a movie. I wonder if I have my shirt up here. Hold on, I'm going to pause the video, do a time jump. Oh, I couldn't find the shirt. I want to show you guys this Ninja Turtle shirt that I have, where it has, like, you know, the turtle's body's like the front part, the belt on the front, and on the back has the shell, and it was to Leonardo, so on the back has the swords. Oh crap. Later. I hate this thing. But me having that shirt, and me having that Ninja Turtle shirt that I mentioned, does that make me qualified to be in the Ninja Turtle movie, even if I wore a blue bandana? Does that make me qualified to be in a Ninja Turtle movie? Does having this keyblade, which is the most iconic keyblade, which I got three. This is Zoro's keyblade. This is Mickey Mouse's keyblade. And this is the Oblivion. I think it's also one of Zoro's keyblades. It could be Roxas. I don't know between the two, but this is the Oblivion keyblade. Just having those three keyblades, does that make me qualified to be in a future Kingdom Hearts game, or if they ever decide to make a live action Kingdom Hearts movie? To be in a live action Kingdom Hearts movie? I don't think so. Because I could be the worst actor for the role in Kingdom Hearts or Star Wars. But just because I have a keyblade, or three technically, and just because I cosplayed as a Jedi on multiple occasions, doesn't make me qualified. I need to have the good acting chops for that role that I want to apply for, or else different role that the people who hired me to be in that play hires me for. So yeah, I mainly don't want Brie Larson to be in Star Wars because he comes off as arrogant, bratty, spoiled, and this is not me trying to bash anyone, but like I said, that's how she comes across as. And even that Star Wars girl, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, she like painted her face as Ahsoka Tano one time, and there was even a video where she showed us that she bought an Ahsoka Tano one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, my favorite character in the Clone Wars, costume. And she wore it in this video. Does that mean, because with all due respect to that Star Wars girl, does that mean just because she dressed up as Ahsoka, does that mean she's automatically qualified to be Ahsoka Tano? No. As much respect I have for her, no. That doesn't make her qualified to be Ahsoka Tano. By just cosplaying as her in a video. And this is not me trying to bash that Star Wars girl, because I have high respects for her. And again, that I also use me as that cosplay as a Jedi a few times. That doesn't deserve to. I don't think I deserve to be in Star Wars just because I cosplayed a few times as a Jedi. So I think I made my point pretty clear. So just to recap, I don't want Brie Larson to be in Star Wars because she comes off as arrogant, kind of immature to be in Star Wars. And just because she dresses up as a Jedi, just because somebody cosplay as a character from a certain franchise, does not mean they are qualified to fit that specific role in that franchise. That just shows that they are fans of that movie / franchise. Point blank. So with that said, what do you guys think of Brie Larson being in Star Wars? Do you guys like it, dislike it, or in between saying, let's see how she does? Leave a comment below, and before I end this video, I am not saying she cannot pull this off, because I believe I said on video, I might not like her as a person, but she's a pretty decent actress. From Captain Marvel, I think she did a pretty decent job of being Captain Marvel. But at the same time, I don't like her as a person, to be honest. And I got faith in her that even if it is announced like 5 minutes from now, for the time I'm recording this, that Brie Larson is going to be in Star Wars, I have faith in her that she has the potential of pulling it off in terms of her acting chops, but still on principle, I don't want her to be in Star Wars. Anyways, I'll see you guys around. I'll see you guys soon, and may the Force be with us all.